What was that song by Milli Vanilli? Blame it on the rain, blame it on the hurricane. A real ugly jobs report, and they're saying it's due to the storms. 12,000 jobs. 12,000 jobs. Ouch. The prediction was 100,000, but let's go to the videotape, shall we? The Labor Department has revised the last two jobs reports lower by a combined 112,000 jobs. Interesting. 8 out of the last 11 jobs reports have now been revised lower. Again, little perspective here. Over 1 million jobs, poof, disappeared from these jobs reports over the past year. Honestly, what's the point? What is the point? Last time I did a jobs report on one of the television shows, I kind of swore to myself. I said, I can't do this. I can't be a part of one of these Brady Bunch boxes. I can't do another jobs report again. It's like wasting breath. I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it again. If I do, they'll probably never invite me on because I'll make fun of the whole charade because that's what it is. What is the use behind these numbers if they're not accurate? So then supposedly the Federal Reserve is going to take these numbers and make decisions based upon bad data. Is that following the economic science? It doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. But again, for whatever reason it may be. I mean, politicians will use jobs numbers. We had the blowout jobs number, and the usual. The labor secretary will come out and tout how wonderful it is. Again today, they couldn't hide it. If it's 12,000, it's probably much worse than that. Probably much worse than they're putting out, and then they're going to have the excuse to say labor. So, well, it's blame it on the rain, blame it on the hurricanes again. No. It's the economy, people. It's what's going on in and around the country. Companies I've been saying this for a while. They're doing everything and anything they can to cut costs. It's the reality of the terrain. I mean, again, you look at service sector jobs in places where they, raise minimum wage past what a company can afford to pay. What's a business to do? This is why minimum wage is just stupid. It's stupid. Companies will pay what they can afford to pay. Well, why do you think Chipotle is looking at putting in robots to make their chips and their guacamole? Labor costs are too high. Again, if the robot and the machinery is more expensive than the actual person, well, guess what? They're going to hire the person. But you're pricing everyone out with these things. These are the issues that are facing businesses around the country. Regulatory costs, labor costs, input costs. They can only charge so much. There's only so much that the consumer will take. We talked about this, was it a week or so ago? We were talking about Denny's. You're going to go to Denny's and spend $18 on a Grand Slam breakfast? That's bloody expensive, for crying out loud. At Denny's? Why do you think that they have to shut them down? Well, you know what? They realize that they can't charge anymore. They can't charge anymore, and they're not making any money based upon their costs. You want to get the jobs market moving and grooving again, you got to get out of the way. Government has to get out of the way. We need small businesses to make an epic comeback. Big businesses are cutting their costs. They're cutting their costs every which way out there. And again, they went nuts during COVID. But do I think that this jobs picture is going to improve anytime soon? No, I don't. Do I think the Federal Reserve lowering rates is going to remedy the situation, going to fix it? No, I don't think so. WatchDog on wallstreet.com.